Welcome to another episode of Inbound Marketing in 5 minutes a day. I'm Cody Swan of Gunner Technology. Last time, in the last video, we looked at sharing curated content from your Google Reader account and how you can like it, you can share it, you can comment on it from right there to create a hub of activity from Google Reader. One thing I want to make sure you're doing that doesn't need another video because we already covered it is recording your progress. After you've been sharing curated content for about a week or so, again, daily, you should record your progress in terms of how many people have added you to circles. Make sure you're watching that because you really want to make sure that your curated content is resonating. You know how to see, check in on your circles. You know how to see if they're liking your content, if they're commenting on your content, so forth. One thing that's important as you share stuff, don't just share it and forget it. If you share stuff and people comment on it, like it, share it, thank them for sharing it. If they ask you a question, respond. It's a conversation. You're starting a conversation. Don't forget that. So don't just put in the first word and then abandon the conversation. Keep going back and checking to make sure that your content is resonating and they're finding it useful. And if they're not, ask yourself why. Ask yourself, why are these people not finding this content useful? We went back and we saw what content they should be interested in. So if they're not, ask yourself why. You may need to revise that profile you wrote back a few days ago. So keep, this is an organic creature. There's steps to take, but you need to keep taking them. So I just want to hammer that point home. Today, there's no real video to talk about. I'm sorry I don't have more to show you, but it's ready. You're ready to start creating your own content for your prospects. Now, what this content is, that is determined by what they found most interesting and engaging. So, for example, if it's video, it's time to start creating YouTube videos. I know it's a little bit scary, but it's very easy to do, and you don't have to be great. I mean, listen to me. I'm terrible at this. But you can just log on to YouTube, create very simple videos. If it's cupcakes, maybe it's just videos of cupcakes on your counter. It can just be a very simple panoramic camera that you upload and share with your prospects. If it's photos, I guarantee your mobile phone can take photos and upload it to YouTube. Upload it to your profile. It's very easy to do. Google Plus allows you to create albums and upload the photos directly to your album. It's very intuitive. You can create albums. Some album suggestions, for cupcakes would be taking photos of step by step through the process of baking a cupcake, and putting this instructions as the caption of each photo. You could take pictures of your staff at your bakery. People like to see what people look like. You can take photos of cupcake contest if you're at a cupcake contest. Anything. The important thing is to start producing content of your own. Now, again, content doesn't have to be a photo or a video. If you have, and you should have, a website that is capable of producing articles and blogging, that is really important, is to start blogging and writing articles. These should not be promotional articles. They should be articles that establish your authority as an expert. So recipes, critiques, reviews, anything like that that establishes your authority. Now, one other thing, aside from that, which may not think of as original content, is now you can just start going to Google Plus and posting questions. You don't need to respond to someone. You can actually go to Google Plus, update your status to say, hey, here's a question, and here's what I want to know. So, for example, this is completely valid original content. If you go to Google Plus and you say, remember to share it with your cupcake prospects, and then share. That is very legitimate original content. So, and you see right here, it can guide you through. You can upload photos. I told you it makes it really easy. Create an album from your phone. Again, YouTube video, or you can record a video right here. share a link, which we've been doing from Google Reader, and you can share your location to say where you're at. If you're like at a cupcake contest or something like that, you can say you're at a cupcake contest, and it'll have your address there. That is all perfectly legitimate original content. At some point, you do want to start linking to your own content on your own website to get people there so you can convert them to customers. What my rule of thumb is, for every 10 or more original pieces of content, one of them can be a call to action to come back to your site. So basically, if you're publishing content, I would say 1 out of every 10 of your Google Plus posts should be a link to your own content. That doesn't go for photos and videos. That you can link to as much as possible. But if you write a recipe, then make sure you don't publish 10 straight recipes on Google Plus that link back to your website. 1 for every 10 updates. And be careful. Don't get too overt. Don't just say, come to my site to learn how to make cupcakes. Again, people don't want to know they're being marketed to. Be more subtle. And I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but it's really, at this point, you should have a feeling for what your customers, your prospects, are going to find as spammy marketing or actual value that they're going to want to come to your site to get more of. Now, we'll get into specific types of content and how to create it and the verbiage to use and best practices for getting people to share it and latch onto this bait. But at this point, you really can get out there and start creating your own content, interacting. You have all the tools. The key is to not be scared and just jump in and do it. Now, I know I've taken more than 5 minutes, but that's because it's an important episode. It's time for you to sort of start deviating from the script and finding out what works for you as an expert in your area. So good luck, and check back. We'll have more shortly.